other people, can you able to see your screen?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Can you just stop your presenting and reshare it? Click on entire screen.
Yeah.
Share button. Yeah.
Now?
Let's wait. Still loading. No, I cannot. How about others, guys? Anyone can please confirm?
No, sir. Not
No,
visible.
sir, it's not visible.
Guys, any other people like who wants, or you can give a try one more time. Let's see.
No, sir.
You're connecting with the mobile data or Wi-Fi, ma'am?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Then it should work now. Why it's not working? Yeah, working now.
Okay.
So all good. Yeah, thank you. So guys, like yesterday we were talking about how to create a storage account and other things, and we are all clear about the yesterday's topic. I believe everyone are clear. Everyone
Yes,
wrote
sir.
up? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So let's go ahead and do today's topic. Okay, so you can be honest, guys. How many people have done the yesterday's lab? Like by looking into the recording, how many people have practiced it? No mark, nothing. Okay, you can be honest and you can raise your hand if you have done it. Let's see how many people have done it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Only 3 people, guys. Okay, this is something known as volunteerness. Okay, so the things will be keep on going. Okay, and you should be chasing it. So the other people, which means the 3 people are doing it, you also practice yourself and try to catch them. Okay, when you view, everything will look easy, but when you practice, right, you will learn more things. Okay, why the reason I'm asking that people to raise their hand, like you can just see among your people who are doing something better than us. Okay, so we should not allow them to do it. Okay, so if he is climbing 1 step, you should do 5 step. If he is doing 5 step, you should do 20 step. Okay, so that's how you should keep your goals, and that makes you to grow higher the ladder for sure. Okay, great, no worries. So yesterday we looked into storage account and other things. Today we will learn something known as virtual machine. Okay, so great, guys. I appreciate the 3 people. Now you can just click on the virtual machine logo. You can able to see that, or if you just want to search it, you can just type VM in the search. There is a global search, right? You can just type VM in the search. Yes, click on it. I think like you're not shared your entire screen, but fine for time being. Okay. So what you can do now, guys, we are just going to learn about something known as a virtual machine, which is nothing but server. Okay. How to create a server on a cloud. That's the thing that we are going to look for today. So now we are going to make a utilization of Azure cloud, and we are going to create a server inside a data center. And you know what is data center and on-prem? On-prem is nothing but the server is under your control. Okay, you just purchase it and physically you can able to see the server, and the server is up and running inside your own building or own house or own room, anything. Okay, that is known as an on-prem. If it is cloud, means like the server is located somewhere in this world. Okay, you cannot able to see that physically, but you can just try to access those things and you can do whatever you wish to do. Okay, now we are just going to create a server on Azure Cloud. So I will teach you how to create a server, which is nothing but a virtual machine. You have a create button, click on it and click on virtual machine. Click on it and click on virtual machine. Now, guys, this is something a kind of a resource, and this resource needs to be residing inside a resource group. Okay, and you can just click on that virtual machine. Okay, like you can just click on the first one. You can able to see, right, virtual machine.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
trying. Now it got closed.
some network issue
Is there a
is there,
lag?
I believe. Yeah, there is a lag. Let's check for other people. Anyone can able to share it, guys? Anyone can share your screen? She is having some internet issues.
Yes, sir. I will proceed.
Yeah,
Am I
thanks,
audible?
Vaibhav. Yeah, yes, you're audible. Ma'am, like we will go with Vaibhav for today, and tomorrow you can. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. I really appreciate your volunteerness.
I hope it is visible.
Yeah. Yes, it's visible. Now you can just type VM in the search. Yeah. Now you can just click on create button and you can click on virtual machine. Okay. The virtual machine is a resource and we need to keep that guy inside a resource group. Okay. Now, if you just select the resource group drop down box, let's see whether you have something or not. See, you have multiple things. Okay. So what you can just do, you can just create anything new for today. No, we will create a new one. Okay. So click on create new. Okay. And you can just give a name called RG1. Yeah. Click on create. Perfect. Now we just want to create a virtual machine. This is the first virtual machine we are creating. So we will give a name. No. Let it be. Cancel. Now give a name for a virtual machine that is known as VM1. Okay. Now which region that you want to create this VM1? Okay. So I just want to create it in Central India. Scroll to the top or just type India. You can able to see that. If you can't able to find now, just type India. There are like three places are there. We will choose Central India. Okay, and rest of the other things you can ignore it for today and keep on scrolling down. Okay, now in images, no, not this much, just go little bit above. Yeah, under images you can able to see plenty of images. Okay, now you can choose Windows Server 2022. You can able to see that one, right? So we are just creating a Windows Server right now, and just scroll down and click on see all size. Under the size you have see all size, sir. Yes, now we can able to see there are like plenty of sizes are available and which has the individual cost accordingly. Okay, now what is size and other things I will let you know. Now if you're just planning to purchase a laptop, okay, if you go for a showroom, there is a laptop which is available for 30,000, there is a laptop which is available for 50,000, there is a laptop which is available for even a lakh or more than that. Why there is a price difference? Everything is laptop, right? Because based on the feature and specification, the cost of the machine is going to be changed. Like the same way, now you need to create a server, and that server need to be little bit of fast, right? When you try to do something, it needs to respond to you. So what you do, you choose a size called B2S. In the search, just type B2S and expand the B series. Now you can able to see that B2S, and which has the 4 GB of RAM, which is going to cost you about $38 a month. Okay, click on select. So why do you choose B2S? You have plenty of sizes, right? Why I specifically choose this? Because for my lab activity, this size is good for me. Okay, which will not have any lagginess or something. So I generally choose the size called B2S, and I recommend you also to choose this. If you feel a little bit of slowness or something, you can always increase the size of the virtual machine at any point of time. Okay, now you can give a username and you can just create a password. Okay, and the password should be more than 12 characters, which should have a uppercase, lowercase, special characters and the numbers. Repeat the same password. Okay, hold on. Now let me share my screen. Okay, Vaibhav, I'm sharing my screen. You can have a look into it. Now, today we are going to look into a topic that is known as disk. The disk is further divided into two parts. One is OS disk, another one is data disk. By default, the OS disk will be getting created. Okay, data disk will not be getting created by default. If you want, you can just create it, or if you don't want, you can just ignore it. By default, only the OS disk is going to be created. Okay, the disk has two types, OS and data. By default, OS will be getting created, data will not be created. If you want, you can just create, or if you want to ignore, you can ignore. Everyone are clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, Vaibhav, you can share your screen, please. Yeah,
I
now
hope it is
click on the,
visible.
yeah, visible, sir. Now click on the next one, which is known as disk. Now here you can able to see that there is a OS disk which is getting created. Okay, and if you just scroll down, you can able to see a data disk will be there. Okay, but data disk will not be getting created for you. Okay, and the OS disk size is about 127 GB. Okay, and if you just select the drop down list, okay, you can able to see plenty of sizes accordingly, and whatever the size you want for your OS disk, you can just select it from the drop down and you can just carry forward and you can do your next job. Okay, now for us 127 GB itself is sufficient. Let's click on it and let's click on review and create. Now there is a virtual machine which is getting created for us, which is nothing but we are creating a server on a region called Central India. Okay, now if you just scroll above, see the size of the virtual machine that we choose is that is known as B2S. You all remember? Just scroll to the top. Just scroll to the top. Yeah. And we would have seen the cost of the machine that is about like $38. Okay. And which is not going to be
So,
the flat money.
hello?
Yes.
The type of the disk also we can select, right? Like SSD or STD.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Can, right? Okay.
Now, the size which we selected is 38. The size which we selected is B2S and which is going to cost us about like $38 per month, but it's not going to cost you in a flat basis. Okay, how much of hours you utilize, you are going to cost it accordingly. Okay, you can able to see per hour how much of rupees it is going to cost you. It is like 0.05 USD, which is very minimal. Okay, click on review and create. So based on how much of hours we utilize, we are going to get charged accordingly. Click on create button. You don't want to scroll down. Yeah, now the machine is going to be created for you within couple of minutes. Till now, whatever I was just talking about, everyone are clear? We just created a server inside the region of Central India, and we can able to see there is a disk page, and we just created a machine with the size of B2S, and we just choose a OS layer that is known as Windows Server 2022. And we just created a username and password in order to connect to this machine. Everyone are clear? One round of S now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that is a bell icon, guys, which is nothing but a notification. How in your mobile phone you have a notification if someone sends any message or any push notification that comes you. The same way, that is a notification bar of Azure. Okay, if anything getting created or anything getting failed or something, everything will be getting notified under the notification bar. Okay, now once it's got created, now it will become like completely green. Let's wait on the same page till the completion happens. Okay, now you can just click on go to resource. This is going to go inside the resource that we created. What is the resource that we created? We created a virtual machine, the name known as VMware, that is available at the top left side. Okay, and in mid of your screen, you can able to see the status of the machine and which shows it's running. Can you able to highlight it, Vaibhav? Yes. Okay, this is the thing. Now the server is running inside the data center. Okay, see how fast we just created a server. Within 5-10 minutes, we created a server. That too, we are just teaching and we are just creating it. If you know all the concepts, then creating a server will not take a long time. But in on-prem, if you want to create a server, you need to place an order, you need to put a lot of investments for purchasing a server. Then that particular server will travel from one place to my home, and during that particular point of time the server should not get damaged, and I should have that server in my room, and I need to provide the internet connectivity for that server. On top of it, I need to install some OS on it, like Windows or Linux, some OS I need to install. Then I need to start working on that server. So for this complete process on on-prem, to get a server is going to take more than a month for me, for sure, or at least like more than 1 week for sure. So now the technology is going more faster. Now getting a server should be very faster for you. Now just see, we just created a server within 5-10 minutes. Okay. Now if I don't want the server to be there, if I just click on delete button, then you know very well how many hours that I have utilized. I'm going to pay only money for that. But if it is an on-prem, after utilizing 3-4 days, and if I say that, hey boss, I don't want this, will anyone will buy your server? No. So there is a huge cost difference also that plays into the difference between the on-prem and the cloud. That's the reason that most of the people are migrating from the on-prem to cloud. Everyone are clear? You can able to understand the behind the scene concept of it? One round of yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a
Great.
small doubt.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I was parallelly practicing this one. When he does, even I also did that by creating a server.
Okay.
Uh, I have selected Central India only as a location, but I couldn't set the zone as one. I can only avail zone 2 or zone 3. Why is
That's
that,
what I
sir?
said, right? You ignore it for today. Just follow
Okay.
me like whatever I did. Okay. I
Okay,
know
sir.
everything that cannot be given to you in a single hour, right? So that's the reason I'm just breaking and doing it. Okay. So just blindly follow me. That's gonna help you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. And if you are trying in the background right now, means like please don't do it because you might miss few things, whatever I'm trying to say. Okay. If you want to do it on runtime, then you should share your screen, then we would have done it. Okay. No worries. You can practice whenever you get a time, or else you can just come and share, can share your screen. We will work together. Okay. But don't
One
designate
doubt.
it. Impact.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a trial version, right? So I mean, create this virtual machine and continue it after 30 days, it will charge, right?
200 percentage.
Okay. So if I created and deleted it before 30 days, there will be no charges.
No charge.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Okay. So now, like the server is running, let's try to talk to the server. How you need to talk to the server, right? I will let you know. There is a connect button. Yeah, click on connect and click on connect. And you can able to see download RDP file. Just select it. Yeah, there is a file which downloaded to your machine. Open that file. Click on connect. It will prompt us to enter the username and password. Okay. So enter the password of the machine and click on OK. Don't. Okay. Make sure that you delete the virtual machine post the class system. Okay. Yes. Now the server which got created inside the data center, we are trying to talk towards it. Okay, this is the first time we are talking, so the system needs to boot up. Yeah, now all good. We can able to see that there is a new Windows server which is available in front of us. You can just click on yes or no, anything is fine. Okay. Now let's go inside the C drive. You can just click on File Explorer. You can just type file here. Type here to search as there now. Just type file, FILE. I know the machine is getting ready for you. Okay, it might take 1 or 2 minutes for the first time alone. Yeah. Now we are into the machine. Okay, and you can maximize the screen. You can click on this PC. This PC. Okay, now we can able to see that there is a OS disk that we created, right? That OS disk that we can able to see, that is around 126 GB. Okay, so you might be wondering, hey, what is that? We just created 127 GB, right? But why it came like 126? Okay, most of the people. So there are like certain blocks which will be taken by Windows. Okay, so even if you just purchase a pen drive for 16 GB, you won't get exactly 16. There will be a minimal loss which is like 15.9 or 15.8. Even if you purchase a pen drive for 4 GB or something, you won't get exactly 3 point something, because in the background of the scene, the things will be working on a block basis. Okay, so you won't get exactly the same thing. There will be slight minimal losses that are going to happen. Okay, all good. Now I just created a OS disk that is available for me. And next towards that, I can able to see there is a temporary disk, which is a D drive, and which is about like 8 GB. What is that? I don't know. We didn't created it. Okay, we just created only the OS disk that is available here. Okay, now let's assume that the size of the data which is completely occupied in the C drive and the D drive. Now you want to create an additional disk. Okay, so you want to add an additional disk towards the system. So now what you can do, you can just go ahead and create the data disk right now. Guys, everyone are clear? Yes, no?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now let's minimize that particular RDP and we will go into portal.azure.com. Yeah, in the left hand side you can able to see something called settings. Inside that you can able to see the first option called disk. Click on it. Now you can able to see that there is a OS disk which has been created. You can able to see that with a name called VM1 underscore OS disk and with the size of like 127. Okay, all good. Now at the bottom you see no data disk is there. Let's try to create a new one. Click on a create button and give a name called VM1 hyphen data disk or underscore data disk. In any name that you like, you can give. No restrictions. Okay, so he gives some name. Okay, and what is the size that you want? You want 4 GB or 40 GB or how much GB you want? You put the size. Just put 40 or 50, any number that you like, you can put it. Okay, now we just put like 40 and click on apply. Now there is a additional 40 GB of disk which is going to be available for my server. And see, within like fraction of minute, like the virtual machine has been updated and we got 40 GB. Even it is 4000 GB also, we can able to get it within a fraction of minute. If it is an on-prem, what will happen behind the scene. I need to travel, I need to get an approval, I need to pay money. Many things are there in order to get this. Okay, all good. Now I just created the data disk. Let's go inside the server and let's try to verify it's available or not. Go there, and if you just do a refresh also, the thing will not be available. Okay, because the reason behind the scene is whenever you mount this disk for the first time, you need to initialize a volume. Most of the people might know. If you are someone which is very new for you, you can keep a look into it. Okay, so we need to give a name for it, partition and other things we will be doing it. Okay, so guys, anyone remember it? The first time when we mount, we will do that. We will select the drive name and other things. Anyone remember it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Now we are
Yes, sir.
going to do the process. Now for that, what you can just do at the
Yes.
bottom, you have something called a server manager, which is running the blue color one. Can you able to see that?
Yes.
Yes. Click on it. Now close that small box. Now in the left hand side, click on files and storage services and click on disk. The moment whenever you just create a first disk alone, you need to initialize this volume. Okay. Right click on the 40 GB. There will be something called new volume. Yeah. Click on it and click on next. And out of 40 GB, how much you want to utilize? I want entire 40. Okay, click on next. And what is that drive letter that you want? Let it be F. Click on next. What is the name that you want? Now just remove that new volume as a name and just give a name called data disk. Okay, click on next and create it. This is a one-time activity, guys. Okay, if you do this within like 5 seconds, the disk is going to be ready for you. Okay, see, it got completed. Now if you go to this PC, you can able to see that there will be your data disk is going to be there. See, there is a minute loss will be there, that we all know. Great, no worries. Now till this point, everyone are clear? One round of yes, no alone.
Yes.
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 Okay,
Yes.
great. Now let's move on to the next one. Now we know how to create a server, and we know how to choose the OS disk size and how to create a data disk and how to attach it. We all know about it. Okay. Now let's learn something higher the ladder. Now you go inside the C drive and create a new text document. Just go into the C drive, right click, new text document. No, not a folder is not needed. Okay, ignore it. You just create one more thing. Yeah, new text document. Just go inside this. No, that's fine. Click on escape or anything. Okay, just type OS disk. Just save this guy, close this guy. Yeah. Now go to the next one and just type, just create a new text document and just give a no, new drive. No, 1 minute. Listen, 1 minute. Go back this PC, temporary disk. Yeah, create a new text document and give a content inside that, something known as temp disk. Okay. Yeah, any name is fine. Nothing to be worried with the name. Yeah, just give temp disk, TEMP or anything. Yeah, save. Now go to the next one and just create another one and with the content known as data disk. Okay, great. Now go to this PC. Guys, now what we did, like we went into the individual drives and we just saved one text document on each drive. Okay, now you can completely minimize the RDP. And in the left hand side, if you just scroll to the top, you can able to see something called overview. Yes. Now you can able to see something called restart. Now what is a restart, guys? A restart is nothing but the server is going to go down and the server is going to come up. Like similarly how you do it in your mobile phone. If you just long press the lock button and if you do the restart, what will happen? The particular mobile device will go down and the device will come up automatically. Like a same way, now the server is going to get down. Okay, so if it goes down, can you able to take an RDP, which means like you are just talking with the server right now, right, by using the last guy which is opened on as base machine, RDP. Can you able to talk towards it if the machine goes down? Yes, no.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, 200% you cannot talk. Now let's try to understand it. Click on restart, click on S. Now guys, just look into the logo of the RDP. So can you keep your cursor over there? Yeah, just see what will happen, or you can just try to access it. Just go. Yeah, just keep on opening it. Now what will happen? You can able to see that. Now automatically the machine will shut down. Okay, because background the same, the request goes to the data center and particularly to the server, and it is trying to go down. See, it is shutting down right now. During this process, the RDP will be closed automatically. Okay, see, the remote computer is shutting down. Now see the logo of that RDP is pointed away. The machine is restarting still. It will go down and it will come up automatically. Everyone are clear with the flow?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, yeah, let's wait for a minute. Let the restart complete. Once the restart is completed, again you can try to take an RDP. Already you have downloaded the RDP file in the download sections. You can able to see that. So click on the download logo at the top. Yes. Wait for a minute. Once it got completed. Now click on it. Now click on connect. Now enter the password. Click on S. Okay. Now the machine in the data center, it went down and it came up. Okay. You can minimize this, guys. You can, if you want, you can close this small box and you can minimize this guy, and you can open the file explorer and you can go to this PC. Yeah. Maximize the screen. Now, guys, my simple question to everyone, you can just say the answer as yes or no. I don't want any explanations. Okay. Now we just save a text file inside the 3 different drives. Am I right? Now, since I made a restart, the files which I have saved earlier will be having any kind of impact? Yes or no? S means it will have an impact. No means it will not
No,
have an
sir.
impact.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No.
No.
Okay, let's check. Go to each drive one by one and open the file for all people. Okay, no impact has happened. All clear. Now what you do, like you just minimize this machine. Okay, let's do one more thing. Okay, minimize this RDP. Guys, you see now there is a stop and start button is there. What is stop means, like it is going to go down. Okay, and you need to click on the start button so that the machine will be started. Okay, now the start button is graded out because the machine is already started. Okay, if you want to stop, click on the stop button and click on S. Now once he stops, RDP will be getting closed automatically. You don't want to go inside, just wait outside itself. See, it is getting shutting down. That is the flow. Now we are all clear how the cloud is working, how we are just connecting from our home to the server. Guys, one round of S now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Makes sense. Now the you can close the notification for 1 minute. Okay. Okay, guys, it doesn't mean that we have to open that guy. Okay, automatically once that got completed, right, you will get that small pop-up in front of your screen. I just want to make the people to very familiarize with the UI. Okay, because this is a UI that you're going to work. If you're just very familiar, then it's gonna save your life. Now, okay. Now, guys, meanwhile, you can just able to see that the status of that guy is like stopped. You can able to see that. Okay, it's stopped right now. Okay. Now if you try to take an RDP, can you able to take, guys? Guys, yes, no. If you're trying to take an RDP, RDP is not possible because the machine is in a stop mode. How you can just talk to that machine? Okay, so now what you can just do, you can click on a start button. Okay, now the status of the machine is showing like running. Okay, the notification is not yet fully completed. That's fine. If it shows running, right, we can able to take an RDP. Okay, notification, once it gets the full confirmation, then it will show the green symbol. Okay, that's fine. We will try to talk. Now we can able to talk to the machine. Click on it. Click on S. Now the remote connection is possible. Now, one more time, I will ask one question. You can just say yes or no. Okay. We just saved three different files in the three different disk, which means OS, temporary, and the data. Since because of the stop and start, the files is going to have any kind of an impact. What do you think so?
No, sir.
No impact. We saved it.
No.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
No. Okay. You can go to this C drive and you can able to see there is a text file, which is a OS disk. Great. You can close this and you can go to the next one and see there is a loss that has happened on the temporary disk. We can't able to see the file that we created. Okay, and there is one more notepad is there. Open it. We will read what is that. No, inside the temporary disk. Okay, that's fine. We will confirm data disk. Anything, sir? Yeah. Inside the temporary disk, there is one notepad is there, which shows earlier also, which means warning. This is a temporary disk. Any data stored on this drive is subjected to loss, and there is no way to recover it. Please don't use this disk for storing any kind of personal or application data. Okay, that's fine. There is a clear warning which is given in front of us, but who just created who just created a file on top of it? It's our mistake or it's a mistake from Azure, guys?
It's our mistake.
It's our
No.
mistake. Okay, there is nothing to think on it. Okay, now you can go to the data disk and you can show the people that is pending. Okay, let's the people verify that the data disk is available. Now go to this PC. Now we came to know to conclusion that whenever we just save the data inside the temporary disk and when we made a restart, the file is not getting impacted, but the same file is getting impacted when I just do a stop and start. Am I right? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the logical scene behind the scene and how it is behaving like that? Let's try to understand. Okay, now you can go to your portal.azure.com. Okay, and you can just type resource group in the search and you can just go inside your resource group called RG1. And here there is a yeah, minimize the outer one for the better visual. Perfect, you're doing a good job. Now guys, you can able to clearly see that inside this resource group there are like 7 things are getting created. Okay, you can able to see that the first one is a virtual machine. Yes, I remember I created it. And I don't know what is this public IP, network security group, virtual network interface, and other things. Let's ignore for today. And you can able to see the other things, two things, which is known as OS disk and data disk. Guys, if you all remember, this is the one that we created. Now you just say me that. Can you able to find anything known as a temporary disk inside this RG1? Yes, no?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Since it's not there inside the RG1, are you going to pay money for that?
No.
No. The answer is no. If it is there now, then you're going to pay money. If there is nothing now, then why you're going to pay money for it? So we just know very clear that we are paying money only for the OS disk and we are paying only money for the data disk. We are not
Yes.
paying any money for the temporary disk. And since you're not paying any money, why Azure needs to protect your data? Guys, logically, you can able to get the point.
Mhm.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's not taking a money from you, and it's given a very clear signal that, hey boss, this is something like temporary disk. Like if something is lost, now it is loss, permanent loss. So clear warning also is given. On top of it, if you just create, whose mistake is that?
It's our mistake.
It's our mistake. Okay, so you should understand this scene behind it. Now, few people might have a same question. Sir, I totally agree with you. But when I just did a restart, why the file was there? And when I just stop and start, why the file was missing? Okay, there are like two reasons I can give you. Okay, one is from a business standpoint, and another one is like technical standpoint. From a business standpoint, let's try to think this. Now, what is restart, guys? Restart is something like which the machine is going to go down and the machine is going to come up. So how many minutes like it's going to be going down? Hardly like 1 or 2 minutes. That's fine. If it is a stop and start, the system doesn't know like when you will be starting. Vaibhav can start the machine within 1 minute, or he can just start after 2 days, or he can just start after 1 year or 2 year later also. So till that point, whether Azure needs to save your data of 8 GB, that too for free of cost for you.
No, sir. No.
No.
So you can try to understand the business reason behind the scene. Okay, if it is a restart, then what is going to happen? If it is stop and start, then what is going to happen? Okay, now there is a technical reason behind the scene. Let me try to understand. You guys can try to understand the technical reason behind the scene of it so that it's going to make sense. Now, guys, you know very well that there is a data center is going to be there. And inside the data center, there will be multiple rack. Inside the rack, there will be multiples of servers are going to be there, right? And I've shown you the image of how a server will look like. And there are like multiple racks are there that we seen yesterday. Okay, now your temporary disk is going to be saved, okay, on top of the server, okay, inside a rack. Now generally, if you just restart the machine, okay, the machine will go down and the machine will come up. That what logically happens. But if you just stop and start, what will happen, right? There is a physical movement of the server is going to happen from one rack. Okay, let's take it's rack one, and automatically it will move to another rack where there is another server is there na, that server it will get occupied. Okay, so again it's going to have a new temporary disk on top of it. That's the reason there is a loss is happening in the temporary disk when you just basically stop and start, which means if you just restart, no physical movement of the server is going to happen. But if you just stop and start, there is a physical movement of the server is going to happen within the data center. And during this point of time, the temporary disk cannot be carried out. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Like if you are saying that when we restart, it won't switch the places physically. Like if we stop and start, the data occupation will be shifted, right?
Yes.
Then how will the OS disk and data disk will be the same? Like if it's physically
Because,
shifted.
yes, because OS disk and data disk are the individual resources you have seen inside the RG1, right? It's an individual resource. Whenever you just it changes from a place one to place two, that individual resource is going to be mapped with this. Getting the point?
Like through the IP address,
Somehow like that. Okay. That is
which
a
isn't
different
displayed
resource.
on top of the screen,
No, no,
right?
no, 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 sir. That's something different. Okay. Don't get confused. Let me
Okay.
be clear in my point so that you can understand it better. Okay. OS disk and data disk are the individual resources. Okay. Since there is a physical movement of the server is happening, that particular disk are going to be attached to the server wherever the server is moving. Okay, clear?
Okay,
Even
okay,
from
okay.
the rack 1 to rack 20, it is moving. That resource is an individual resource and an independent resource which is going to be attached towards it. That's it. Okay, don't get confused with an IP address. The IP address which you're seeing on top of the screen is something different. Okay, that you will learn later point, but this is something different. Clear?
Yeah, sir, understood.
Perfect, makes sense. Now you can share your screen. Now let's try to create one storage account. Okay, let's quickly do it. So let's type storage account. Click on a create button. So already you created it. Something is under your control, sir, which is already there with you. If there, can you open it, or if you want to create a new one, you can create it.
Sir, it is actually not mine.
Okay, it's not yours. Okay, no worries. Then you keep that guy inside the RG1. Okay, just keep it inside a storage account. You can give a name of your name and with today's date. And guys, in redundancy, what you need to choose? No, ignore it. Ignore it. It's not an important one. Okay. In redundancy, what we have to choose, guys? Yes.
LRS.
LRS.
Click on it and just click on review and create. Anyone can say me what LRS architecture design is about without seeing the image of the Google?
Multiple copies in the same zone.
3 copies in the same data set.
How many copies?
3.
3 copies.
Exactly, you're right. Perfect, guys. This fingertips that need to be there. That's gonna really help you. Okay. Let's quickly have one more round of test. Okay. Let's play. Now, what is known as GZRS and how the architectural design is going to be there for GZRS. GZRS. No Google, nothing.
Primary region having
Mhm.
one different copy in 3 different zones.
Okay.
With secondary region having 3 copies in same availability zone.
Perfect. Great. I really appreciate, man. So primary region, secondary region, two regions are going to be there. In a primary region, three data centers are going to be there, and each one copy. In secondary region, one data center and three copies. Totally two regions and four data centers and six number of copies. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. I really appreciate you, man. Now you can click on go to resource. Now, yesterday we just created a storage account and we just started exploring about the container and other things. Okay, I need to talk about something known as a file share. Okay, if you just expand that data storage on the left hand side, yesterday we just learned about the container. Today we will learn about the file share. Okay, file share is nothing but a kind of a common drive. The people who are working in the industry, they know. Okay, so if you're working with a group of people, the group of people will have their documents together. Whenever anyone wants to view it or anyone wants to take it, they will come and they will take it. It's a kind of similar kind of a network drive. Okay, which is going to be mounted right now. Now what you can do, you can just create a new file share, click on it, and you can just give a name called common drive. Common drive, and click on next called backup and disable the backup right now, because the reason is I have a dedicated class to talk about backup. During that time I will do this. Okay, click on review and create. So right now there is a file share which is getting created with a name known as a common drive. It got created. Now I need to connect this common drive on my computer. How to connect it? There's a connect button which is there at the top. Click on it. Now it is going to ask, hey boss, since you want to connect, what is your OS machine is about? It's a Windows or Linux or Mac or what? Okay, whatever the drive letter that you want, you can just choose it. Or if it is Z is fine, you can ignore it. Okay, now you can just keep, okay, he keeps V for above. Okay, now click on show script. There is a script which has been shown for you. Copy that script. Okay, go inside the VMware VM1. No, already RDP is taken now. That guy at the bottom. Yeah. Now open PowerShell. Yes. Now let the PowerShell comes up. Yeah. Right click. Okay. It's getting pasted. Wait for a minute. Okay. It got pasted. Now click on the enter button. The job is done. Now go to this PC and you can able to see there is a network drive called common drive. Okay. In this drive, anyone can keep any file. Okay. Just open this guy and just keep some text document here or anything, whatever you want. You can just keep some file here. Okay. The another guy who runs the same PowerShell script in his particular machine, that guy also will get the same common drive and he can able to view this. So if someone who is going to work in a team, they can make use of this file share, and which is nothing but a common drive or a network drive. Everyone are clear till now? Okay. Now how
This is separate
this
storage
is work?
other than the disk, right?
Yeah, disk is something which is embedded on the computer, okay, or the server. But this is a network drive which can be shared with anyone, whomsoever you like.
But normally on our on-premises computers, we use disk space for this, right?
Mm,
This is a separate
separate.
space.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Now open one notepad and paste that PowerShell script. Okay. Let's try to understand what is written in the PowerShell script. Guys, if you have a little bit knowledge about the scripting and other things, you can able to understand what is written. But even though if it is not understandable, that's fine. What is happening now? There is a if else condition is written, and it's basically trying to talk with your storage account. You can able to see it's Vibe 1206 in the line number 4. Can able to see that? Yeah, and it uses one password. It starts with VVI7E, some password. So basically the storage account is getting connected with the common drive. In line number 6, you can able to see there is a word called common drive. So it basically logs into the storage account and it goes inside the common drive by using this password called VV something. As you all know what is this password is about. It's nothing but your key one. Okay. Just open your storage account, minimize this RDP. Now just go inside your storage account. Just type storage account. Now you just created with your name now. Yeah. In the left hand side, click on security and networking. Yeah. You will have something called access keys. Click on key one and show value. See, this is the password. Now rotate the password. Okay. Already you copied the PowerShell script in your clipboard right now. Open the PowerShell in your base machine, in your laptop, in your laptop. Open the PowerShell. Yes. In your laptop, just paste this command. Nothing is going to happen. Don't worry. You can just paste it. Paste anyway. It will use the old password, which starts with VV. Am I right? So it will try to connect. So you will get some red color things, which is not possible. Okay, let it completely paste. And in the script itself, you can able to see that the password will start with VV something. Okay, it's trying to do the test. But yeah. Now see, it uses the password called VV. And see, it's getting errored out. Because the reason is very simple, the password is wrong. So if you want to connect one more time, then you want to go ahead and collect the new PowerShell script. So I know it will not connect. That's the reason I was using your base machine. So we are not going to impact your base machine at any point of time. You can close this. Okay, all things that we are going to do it from the browser only. Okay, so your user machine is not going to impact it at any point of time. So guys, today we learned about how to create a server and OS disk, data disk, stop, restart, and how the behavior is working. On top of it, we just created a common drive and we know how it is connecting PowerShell script, how it is working. All clear?
Sir, I have a doubt.
1 minute before doing it. Okay, now just click on RG1. You already went, right? Yeah. No, just type resource group then. Yes. Go inside your resource group. Since it's the first few days, I'm going to assist you guys. Click on delete resource group. Yes. If you delete it, everything are going to be deleted. Click on force delete checkbox and click on delete and delete. Deleting is not rocket science. It's not that much hard. Just 1 or 2 minutes that are going to save your life. So once the job is done, someday or the other day when we are busy, right? So we will close the call when the time needs. So that day, the guy who is sharing your screen, please plan it accordingly. We are deleting it. Clear, guys? Yes, no. With the topic of today's yes, no.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you can ask your questions. And guys, the classes are done. Like if you want to drop off, you can drop off. Or if you wish to hear his question and solution, you can just stay here. Yes, sir.
Okay, what was my doubt is that uh, we cannot connect the network drive with our system, right? Local system. We can only
You
connect
can
through
you can
the.
connect. No, you can connect. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Why it was not connecting? Because we rotated the password and it was not connecting. If you want to give a try, you just practice it 200%. Your local machine can able to interact with that particular file share.
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
All good
since
then.
we have used the old key, we couldn't
Password?
connect.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
because I don't want to impact this base machine. Okay, that's the reason I don't want to get it created. So that's the reason I was not doing it. But if you want to do now, just create it, then later delete the storage account. That network drive will be automatically disappearing from your base machine. Okay, just practice. Whenever we just talk about something, now you just ideally think this can be done, that can be done. Can I do a case study on it? Do. Okay, that will make you to learn even more high the ladder. Clear?
Yeah, sir,
So
clear.
actually, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, most of the companies have old storage like on-premises storage. This if we create this common sharing, we can transfer these data to the
Yeah,
Azure.
Azure helps you to do the complete migration from the on-prem to the cloud as well, but it's a different thing. Okay, but the if you ask the question, there is a way. The answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Any other questions? Okay, I take it
Sir,
as no, and yeah,
yeah, a small doubt. Yesterday you
yes.
said that we can discuss it in the upcoming classes. Can you tell today that what is the
What
difference
is
between the premium and standard plan, like yesterday asked, right? For LRS.
performance? No,
Yeah.
you're asking about the redundancy or you're asking about the performance.
Like yesterday we saw the pricing, right? For that redundancy,
Yeah,
premium,
yes,
standard,
yes.
like
Come again.
hot,
I just
cold,
forgot.
cool. Premium,
Yes,
hot, cold, cool. Yeah.
yes. So what I just said like yesterday, based on like how much utilization you are doing, like if you want to access a file very frequently, then keep it under hot, okay, which is going to cost you some amount. If the same 1 GB is kept like something like, okay, I got your point. Something like 30 days once or something like that, then you're going to pay something lesser. But your question was something like, sir, if I keep that file inside archive and if I just access it very regularly, what will happen? This was your question, right? I
No,
remember.
my
Perfect.
question was that will the frequent usage of the memory is impacting, or is there any other difference between the pricing?
The pricing is
Like,
purely based on 1 minute. Let me complete. Okay. The pricing is completely based on what access tier that you have selected. If you have selected hot, then the pricing plan is going to work accordingly. If you just choose cold, then it's going to work accordingly. Okay. Now, sir, if I keep in cold and if I keep on accessing it, will the system will help me in accessing it? Yes, it will allow. Okay. Now, then where is the key difference? Here also the file is accessible. There also the file is accessible. There will be a minute latency difference will be there. Okay. To make it even more better understandable, now you are paying some amount for your internet on a monthly basis, right? Let's take you're paying 1,000 rupees. Now, let me take in my scenario, I'm just paying 3,000 rupees. Now, you are also talking with me using the internet. I'm also talking with you by using internet. But what is the key difference why you're paying 1,000 and why I'm paying 3,000? Because I have a super fast internet. I can just download anything, whatever I want. The system is going to respond me faster rather than yours. Do you agree?
Yeah, sure.
The same process. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yeah, understood.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Make them. So let's close this call for today and we will meet tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining with me. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.